Nigeria is a lawless country. And like I've always said, we are going to also apply lawlessness to deal with a lawless country. Woto woto is the code. I am not here this evening to do preaching. I'm not here to do preaching this evening. But I have come to demonstrate one thing. Freedom involves fighting. I remember that in the days where the kings, emperors, they fight and fought for the freedom of their people. They go with horses and chariots. Some of them go with sword, like you see here. Mara. Mara, the dragon sword. I want you to understand that we are not hiding our fight for the Biafra freedom. You know, a lot of people have said a lot of things. We have 127 days to go. Some of you in Biafra land, you have 128 days to go to Biafra. This evening is not evening of exposition. It is evening of message. I want Biafrans to pay attention very attentively of the announcement we are going to make this evening. To all the Biafra men on ground, internal memo has been sent. Internal memo has been sent. And you are going to receive that internal memo from the respective quarters. But there are some of the announcements that, or some of the information that I'm going to pass publicly, especially to Biafrans. And it is very, very important. Those of you that has been very worried about the upsurge of terrorists in Biafra land, that they are kidnapping our people now. And today we are witnessing abduction of Biafrans in our various roads. I want to tell you today that is not even the problem. We have asked the criminals and the corrupt politicians that it will take us just 3 weeks to end the terrorist Fulani kidnapping in our land. I want to send message to Biafrans that are following P2B and politicians. We've asked 3 weeks to end Fulani kidnapping and terrorism in Biafra land. Today, did you not see them abducting people in Nsukka, in Enugu, in other part of Biafra land, and the people you are following to fight Eastern Security Network are not talking? Have you seen Soludo condemning the kidnapping by the Fulani terrorists, which is now on rampage? Did you see Ugwanyo of Enugu State? The biggest kidnapping is happening now in Enugu State by Fulani herdsmen. Did you hear Ugwanye condemning the kidnapping of his own citizen in Enugu State? Did you hear that? Have you seen Ugwanye condemning the kidnapping in Enugu State? You will not. But some of you are still following him. Some of you are still talking about Soludo. Some of you are still talking about Umahi. Did you hear any? Have you heard of meeting between the Southeast governors? Have you ever heard where they come, they say for the past 1 year that the Southeast Governors Forum said this and said that? Did you hear that? I want to give you some brain this evening. Since the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Southeast governors gathered maybe 2 times. This is 1 year and 6 months. Did you hear where they say Southeast Governors Forum had a meeting? Or the Southern region had a meeting and the governors of the Southern region had a meeting? Did you hear that? You don't hear that. Their agenda is to sell all of you for their political gain. And so the message I brought today is not actually message as such, but it's an information. It's an information that I have to pass to every Biafran. I want every Biafrans to listen very attentively. Get ready. We are in 127 days to Biafra. Between now and 127 days, Fulani has planned for military takeover. And I want to assure you, Biafrans, that Nigeria military don't have the capacity to take over Nigeria as it stands today. Why I'm going to make this broadcast open today is so that to prepare your mind. Because we told you that Biafra is coming next year. Some of you, some of you are mocking that particular statement. Prediction or prophecy, I don't know. It is not prophecy. It is not also a prediction. 2023 Biafra is not a prophecy. 2023 Biafra is not a prediction. 2023 Biafra is a planned Biafra. And we are going to execute it. And I want to tell you people today, no matter what that is going to happen from November. Stand strong in Biafra land. No matter what that is coming from November, stand strong. I am telling you, it is not going to last for a long time. What the Biafra people must not do is to be subdued by the sudden upsurge and presence of security military in Biafra land from next month, November. Don't panic. They have nothing to offer. I am telling you, they don't have the capacity, they don't have the manpower, they don't have what it takes. But I can assure you that the plan for a Garagara military takeover is already in place. And I want to assure you that they know we have succeeded in stopping the election, not even before the election, even before the end of this year. They have seen that we have succeeded in stopping the election. And they know there is nothing else they can do other than to plan a military takeover. And I want to give a warning to any Biafrans in anywhere, in Biafra land, in any cantonment. We are ready to sacrifice you. And Biafrans are ready to sacrifice you and anybody that is going to rise up, picking up arms to show force in the name of military takeover, so that you are going to have a transition after a few months. You will go down. We told them that in this Biafra liberation phase we are now, the day we are going to march, you will know that you have been attacking the wrong people. You will be asking questions, where are these people from? The sacrifice that Biafra people have made is enough. We are not wishing to make more sacrifice, especially those who are in the military. But if you think that you have arrived to stay in Biafra land and fight against the gods of the land, you will become a sacrificial lamb to Biafra. You are not bigger than 3 million people that died during the Nigeria genocide against Biafra. So the reason why it is important to make this announcement and to keep Biafrans at alert is so that anytime there is any param anywhere, we will resist them in Biafra land. We will resist any military takeover in Biafra land. We will resist anything military in Biafra land. As a matter of fact, our ban on checkpoints and military is still in force. Our ban on any security personnel from Nigeria in Biafra land is still in force. our ban on these criminals who all they do is to come and facilitate Fulani to start kidnapping our people and killing them, is still in force. The evidences are there. The evidences of Nigeria Boko Haram army collaboration in kidnapping in Biafra land, like what you see happening in Enugu State now, military involvement is there. So the ban on this military and the ban on all these criminals and kidnappers from Biafra land, in Biafra land, is from tonight. The flag will go higher. The ban on siren is still in force. And I want Biafrans to go back to our State of the Nation, where these pronouncements were made. Those pronouncements is from tonight, hereby raised to the highest. We, the Biafra people, is hereby raising that flag very high from tonight. We have gotten the reports from Enugu State, Anambra State, and the other part of Biafra land, the increase in kidnapping by Fulani and being facilitated by the Nigeria Army. And because when we tell you something, we will come with evidence. I said today is not the day for for exposition, but to support this particular pronouncement, I want you to listen to this.
For Southern Kaduna, I want us to understand something. Southern Kaduna is made up of 3.9 million people in 2006 census. Southern Kaduna, as of geographical landscape, is larger than 23 other states of the Federation. But Southern Kaduna, because it is made up of multi-ethnic, multi-linguistic, and minority ethnic groups, it is its rights. When I hear people talk about the liberation of Nigerians in Libya, I ask, when will they get liberty and liberation from Southern Kaduna? When I hear people talk about liberty and liberation of apartheid in South Africa, I say I am still under colonial bondage. Colonial bondage in what sense? Because some of you sitting here would not know. Lord Lugard, who was a white man, was not a Christian. He was an atheist, he drank a lot and did not believe in Jesus Christ. The missionaries gave me Jesus Christ, not Lord Lugard. But when he was leaving, he handed me over to a new set of masters. This new set of masters have codified the laws and the structure, and I am perpetually in slavery. I can never rise above a particular limit. So I am the proverbial fly in a cup that is kept covered and sealed, and I can never rise beyond whatever somebody else has placed as my limits. When I come to Igbo land, and I come to Yoruba land, and I see that you are more in number with a greater hegemony, and yet cannot talk with one voice, and are arguing and agreeing, I disagree with myself. Even in a hall like this, I feel sad about it. Sad for the one reason that freedom can only come when even amongst you, the smaller group gives right to the bigger group. Because that is what we are asking for in Nigeria. That is what we are talking for in Nigeria. Let me tell you something. In the Middle Belt, that some of you do not know what it is, let me just, for the purpose or the avoidance of doubt, let you know that the Middle Belt consists of Niger, Kwara, Benue, Southern Kaduna, Plateau, FCT, Nasarawa, Adamawa, Gombe, Bauchi, and Taraba. If you draw a line, I asked my assistant to come with it, but we don't have time, so I'll allow him sit down. But if you draw a line across Kaduna, straight across, you will find out that Gombe, Nasarawa, Taraba, Adamawa are all below Kaduna on the map. They are not above. So how can Taraba and Adamawa be northeast? When they are below Kaduna, they are supposed to be in the middle belt. Somebody somewhere has changed your geography. Somebody somewhere has changed your mental thinking. It took me 9 hours to drive from Kaduna to Enugu, but I followed the route of the colonial master so that we can have people who are going to tell us that we are very far from each other. But we are not. If you go to America and you go to Britain, roads are built so that it connects the nation together. In Nigeria, roads are built to connect colonial communities together, people who should be oppressed, so that me, who is in a village that is less than 5 hours or 4 hours from Enugu, are made to feel that I'm nearer to somebody who is 14 hours away from me because of the design of geography. Look at the map here. Here is Kaduna. Just draw a straight line. You will see where Gombe, Adamawa, and others are. Who is doing this? Why is he doing it? I want to ask, we have our eminent father here forgive me, sir, for not being able to call the title. It's not out of disrespect, sir. Our daddy Achebe is here. Let me, no, forgive me. You'll make me twist my tongue. I'm sorry. He is here. What makes him a second-class chief to any other chief anywhere in Nigeria? No reason. He is revered. I saw when he came in and I felt the air of importance and cultural value. Why has somebody sat and another person all of a sudden is recognized as the first and others are second? What is creating this level of domination? Let me say it categorically clear here. And I believe a host of us sitting here, we have nothing against any religion, because all religions are good and pure, based on the fact that there are people who practice it. But there are people who use religion to oppress others for their own good. And they are few in number, very few in Nigeria. And they are using it to acquire land. They are using it to acquire power. And they never work for it, but they are enjoying the bounties of the land. So they are not willing to allow anybody enjoy it. So anytime we want to look for freedom like this,
tell them the Middle Belt to get ready. By 2023, when we are going to rise up, they should follow our footstep. We are not asking them to come with us before we rise up. Tell them we, the Biafra people, will take the lead and let them join us. The man have said nothing but the truth. And why we are happy today is that everybody in Nigeria is now getting the message. The liberation of indigenous people in Nigeria is happening before your very own eyes. Tell them that 2023, when Biafra will pick up arms, just like the Nigerian army, they must not stay back and allow the Nigerian military to kill them. Tell them to get ready to defend their land, just like the way Biafrans we are going to defend our own land with the last drop of our blood. It didn't end there. The reason why we are going to maintain and raise the flag of no criminal and the terrorist kidnapper from Nigeria army will be found in Biafra territory, and the flag is now in the highest level. I want you to watch this.
I was with them under 2 days. The third day or the second day, they called me. They gave them my number to call me. They called me. Who is this? Who's speaking this tone of all this phone? Yeah, no. No, they are told. No, look at it. Say my money correct. Say yes, your money correct. Say my money not correct. You carry your brother. My name is Michael Baruke. I'm from Delta State. I was born up in Benin. So I'm a driver. For now, I'm using my car as a cab. For now, I decided to be a member of the Edo State Security Network is just because last year on June, a friend of mine that looked like a brother, coming from Abuja to Benin, was kidnapped on the highway, close to this Boa company before Auchi. So he was with them under 2 days. The third day or the second day, they called me. He gave them my number to call me. They called me, who is this? Was speaking this just like tune of all this Fulani. I said, then I gave the person the phone, my friend. Bros. Who is this? He said, it's me, David. Man, what happened? I said, bros, I was kidnapped. So they asked me to call my people. That's why I called you. They collected the phone back. The guy said, if you didn't bring up to 2 million naira, they are going to kill him. And since then, I was trying to talk to the guy, he held the call. I called the number back. Nobody. The number did not go. So later in the evening of it, they called again. I told the guy, that very guy that's with you is my brother. We are only two, no father, no mother. I will stay in one room. Even for me, I don't have job. He's the only one that have job, guys. We used to take care of ourselves. He said he don't want to know, he don't care, he don't do this. I said, please, you just help us. So later they bring the something to 500,000. The next day they bring it to 500,000. So I was trying to talk to the guy, please, no way. Some of my friends, people want to plead. The guy will end call. So unfortunately, the fourth day, the guy said what he would do is I think 300,000. I said, can't you help us? If you kill that guy, you are not going to see the money. So please, you help us. The end the call. I think the 7 days of it. My friend called me. They called me. They gave that my brother. He was shouting, crying bitterly. I told him, you know, there's no money. And now I'm looking for money. So I moved around, even sold property we have at home, trying to raise money. So we raised up to 100,000, which I spoke with them. They refused. So thank God for the friend we have to that is out of the country, Lucky by later. We'll pass the information to Lucky. So Lucky now help us. Good support. So we now got the sum of about 200,000. So really, they called the 7 to 8 days. The same thing. I told them, okay, I have raised the sum of 200,000. There is no way again. Can't you help us? You just look for enemies to help us. Okay, the guy said, okay. And where are you now? I said, I'm in Benin. I'm at home. It's okay now. You come to Auchi. You come to Auchi. I said, please, are you collecting the money for us? He said, I said you should come to Auchi. I said, no problem. Then I'm not a member of this Edo State Security Network. So I entered vehicle to Auchi. Getting to Auchi, I called them. Unfortunately, their number is not going. So I just sit in the store. I'm back there, relax myself. Later they called, where are you? And I said, I'm in Auchi. Then I said I should take vehicle to Boa, this Boa company that they used to break stone after Auchi. Okay? And they will advise me not to take bus. I should take car. Said the transport is 500 naira. I said, okay. Really? I asked people, they directed me. I stopped the car, said Boa, number 500 naira. I went in. When I got to Boa, I just tried the number around. You know, now it's already after 7 in the evening. Where are you now? Sam Boa company. They said I should give job because there are bikesmen there. I should give them phone. I gave bikemen phone. When they make sure the direction, but 4 bike, all of them refuse. So over me, I fed up. I was confused. Then later on, I just saw one bike guy, young guy, small boy. The guy is rough. I know these kind of people will like money. I went to the guy. I gave the guy phone. They just spoke with the guy. The guy said, going and coming out is 1,000. I said, okay, let's go. On the line, the guy took me, driving like from here to about 3-4 poles or 5 poles in intervals. There's a lane, there's a bush. We moved not less than an hour in that bush. Still going. Later on, my phone rang. So when my phone rang, I gave the bike guy the phone. Then I asked the guy, the person you carried, is he putting on red shirt? The guy said, yeah. They say you should revise. Got him back to just one pool. Man, I won't lie to you, that was my first day to see these people. So seeing them, 3 by this side, it's a very tiny lane, 3 by this side, 3 by the other side, all with hands, putting on their jalabia and suit. When I mean suit, I mean coat. Putting on face cap and face mask, all with hands, rifle, guns. And their cutlass. The bike guy stopped. I was looking at them. Out of about 6 of them, there's only one that speaks English. So the guy came to me and said, get my money. They know their tone. Where my money? I said, look at it. He said, my money correct? I said, yes, your money correct. He said, my money not correct? Me carry your brother. I said, your money correct. The guy stood. All of them just took the gun and fetched us. They count the money. So fortunately, the money is okay, the 200,000. Then they said we should drive not back to the road, inside the bush. So we drove inside the bush. We drove down inside the bush. So we should go down to see my brother. So now we're going down. 2 to 3 of them, they stopped my brother with hands. For like that, I just stopped the guy and said, look at my brother. So I shifted inside my brother. And that is how we came out from that bush that night. Now it's already after 8 to 9. We came out. They're coming out. Because when I was going, I crossed an army checking point. There's an army checking point before the company. So I asked my brother when we get to that boa company when the guy dropped us. I said, when this thing happened, this army, are they not there? He said, my brother, even the difference between the distance from those people to the army is just like 2 poles. I said, huh? So do you think they didn't see you people? He said, what happened in the morning by 7 o'clock? Why would you say they didn't see them? I said, seriously. Because when I get inside the bush, everywhere is rock. The guy was saying, if army come here, I shoot down, you shoot me, I enter rock. Unless army come with a helicopter, throw bomb, they said, I kept quiet. So that was how we now it's already after 8 to 9. We came out. They're coming out. Because when I was going, I crossed an army checking point. There's an army checking point before. So I asked my brother when we went to that boa company when the guy dropped us. I said, when this thing happened, this army, brother, even the distance from those people to the army is just like 2 poles.
Are you hearing it? When this thing happened, is army there? The army, Nigeria army, are the terrorists in our land. The same terrorists are the one planning to take over the government so that they will now hand it over completely to it is going to be an internal transition. Do you understand what I mean? When the Nigeria army take over Nigeria, the handover of Nigeria to terrorist ISWAP is going to be an internal transition. The general commanding the division in your own community is a Boko Haram member. the infantry own community is a Boko Haram member. The military commanding the division or the command in your community, in your state, is a member of Boko Haram. And they collaborate with Fulanis, which they imported into Biafra land to be kidnapping our people for ransom, to be used to buy the weapon they are going to use to fight us. So I want you to understand today that any commanding officer from the northern Fulani in Biafra land is a terrorist. They give them cover. They give them cover. And the politicians in Biafra land are not talking. From the Governor Omahi to Soludo, none of them are talking. Now, I want to show you and play this. This is the latest.
Hello? How about? Hello? Because speak English is our speakers. Yeah, how are you?
Kidnappers. Listen to them.
Hello?
CJ,
What did happen?
That as we come out from that burial place, we ran into kidnappers.
Yeah.
She said, then we did with them. They have given us grace yesterday. So our grace is expiring today. If we did not comply, we are all gone.
Okay. Can you give the commander phone? Yeah, commander. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, God, good afternoon. Fine, thank you. Okay. I was going to tell you, say, don't you wait to go now and your brothers then be. You get? So, wait, your brothers then be too. The human being like you. Now, what do you want me to do? Make we talk one-on-one. What do you want me to do?
When I have money to come bail them out.
Huh?
You people have money to bail them out.
What are you talking about? You know, things hard. The barrier will come. Things are very, very difficult now. And where we from come now, so can we not even from that place, now so can we from come. When they talk to you, no matter everybody waiting for this life go die one day. All of us go die one day. So tamper justice with mercy. You get?
Yes. Me, I think they will remain forever.
You say?
Me, I think they remain forever.
Nobody will remain forever. Even me, I will go down, you will go down.
Look, language that you are telling me that your age, sir. That is not what is supposed to come out from your mouth.
No, they tell you, say, those people are your brother. And your brother is me.
You join this work, I don't know that I will die.
Okay.
How you want to make it?
That is exactly the way he's going to die. He said when he joined this work, he knows he's going to die.
One day, I don't want to know, you need them down go.
Is it?
We need some rights up from them. In our work. When I not want, limit them down and find out our work.
All right. Okay. They will limit them down. All right.
How much you call him?
Then they not tell you.
Not that I just they call.
Then I don't know. I think that they are just spoken with you before.
The number never goes cease now.
Okay.
Huh? Huh?
Please, these people, we are dying here.
I'm doing my best. These people are not Igbos.
Please.
So, now, how much are they talking about?
The ransom, more has than give 10 million. It does 30 million.
This is happening in Biafra land, and you have governors
from where
who fight ESN. Our ESN is their problem.
Where do you get all those things?
Please, you're a good man. God bless you. Anyhow, we want is my bag. I'll go. Please.
In your own land.
I'm talking to you now. I know I'm
this man is begging to bring 30 million. If we ask them for 1 million to support ESN, they say no.
I'm trying my best.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah. Hello? Stop crying now. Stop crying. Huh? Hello?
This is some of the reason we are fighting to get our freedom. Look at.
So now, who will I be calling? Your number is always going. So who are going to contact?
We will call you on the phone. We will call you. We will call. Which time do you want to call?
Give the man phone. Give him phone.
Which time do you want to call?
Give him phone.
Child.
Hello? Yeah, I greet you. So which time will I call you again?
These are the people our ESN will just use one hand and strangle them.
Yeah, Oga, we don't get money now. We'll bring 500,000 naira. Come, make I finance.
Thank you. I'm not a gogoro drunkard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kidnapper Fulani say he's not a gogoro drunkard. All right.
Oga, if you kill them now, you don't go get anything.
Did you hear that? Fulani kidnapper say he is not a gogoro man to take 500,000. They are negotiating their own freedom in our own land in Biafra. While we were busy trying to secure your asses, you support governors, you support P2B, you support all these criminals who have, turned you into slave in Nigeria, who have made Fulani not to even respect or hear anything from you. Look at them. Today, in your own land, you have been captured and kidnapped by a Fulani man who is not a Nigerian. And people are calling, and you are telling them to go and raise 10 million, 20 million. Meanwhile, you can't contribute even 1 naira to the security that we have built. People volunteer their life to protect you so that you will not end up like this person calling on the phone. Today, it is happening in Enugu State. And we just sit and watch them. The same people will now call you, Simon Ekpa, what is the ESN doing? Where is ESN? Let the ESN go there. But they have never rise up one day to fight Soludo, who claim that everybody in the forest is a criminal. And he knows that those people in the forest are ESN. Soludo have not deployed Nigeria army to go and look for the people kidnapping our people. Soludo and the governor Ugwuanyi have not deployed Nigeria army, but every day they are searching for ESN. Every blessed day, Nigeria, Boko Haram, those people that you see kidnapping our people are in various forests searching for Eastern Security Network. 2 meters away from them, they kidnap Biafrans. You just hear the man from Edo State Vigilante, just narrated how he ended up joining the Edo security outfit. Is because his friend was kidnapped in the front of Nigeria military. And that was why he decided to join. So how do you want to continue with this? Anyway, so the information we want to give you this evening, like I said, from this November, whatever that comes, you must be very, very strong. Especially this concern goes to every Biafran. You must be very strong. You must support Eastern Security Network. It's a must, either by prayer or by money, finance. It has become a responsibility of everybody. If you don't do it, all of you, and one thing is that after paying this ransom to Fulani, they will give you no certificate. There is no certificate of kidnapping. I have said this thing several times. There is no certificate. Once you are kidnapped and you pay 30 million ransom, they're collecting the money. They don't issue you receipt that, in case for another people kidnap you, you are going to give them the receipt. I have paid 30 million to the other people who look at the receipt here. No. If another group kidnap you the next day, you are gone. If you can't provide the money, they kill you. So for that reason, we are going to listen to the story till the end.
Yeah. So do you think they didn't see people? They said what happened in the morning by 7 o'clock? Why would you say they moved? They didn't see them. When we will get we came out from that bush that night. Now it's already after 8 to 9. We came out. The comment I was going, I crossed an army checking point. There's an army checking point before the camp. So I asked my brother when we get to that Boa company when the guy dropped us. I said, when this thing happened, this army, are they not there? Even the difference between the distance and it's just like 2 poles. Say, huh? So do you think they didn't see you people? He said, what happened in the morning by 7 o'clock? They didn't see them. I said, seriously? Because when I get inside the bush, everywhere is rock. The guy was saying, if army come here, I shoot him, he shoot me, I enter rock. Unless army come with a recorder, throw bomb, they said, I kept quiet. So that was how we came out. We looked for vehicle that night, back to Auchi. Getting back to Auchi, it's already after 11 to 12. It's okay, there's a park there. So we introduced ourselves as a driver, just for we to spend the night inside the vehicle. But God was so kind, one of our friends was coming from Abuja, blowing to Benin empty. He just said, Benin, it's okay, let's rush. So I also paid, because I went with money. We got the person that we knew. But what happened? So, this is what happened. I just went to release this guy, CCC. So the guy took us down to Benin. Even before there, this my brother has been bruised. The whole person I'm talking about ticked more than me, huge. He has been bruised mercilessly. Inside the car, telling us the story, what happened, how they kill people, cut people's hands. When they give you food to talk to your person, maybe you are trying to change the word or stammer or whatever, you don't want to go to their works. My brother, he says killing. So that they shoot in the leg.
Are you hearing that? They kill you and nobody will talk. Governor of the South, nobody talks. They kill people every day.
Man, thank God for you. So that's how we came to Benin. I was still working. So one day the thing just came inside me. I believe it's not only the God that can fight this thing. If, example, this is my community, and we came out to secure my community, and maybe, example, we are vigilante here, passing 24/7, I believe that place is safe. That is what inspired me. Said, I want to be a member of the Edo State Security Network. Because I've been hearing this story about this Fulani S-men. I've never seen them. Even when I was running highway, I know we come across and robber, but they didn't rob me. Maybe before then, information will come, we pack, or we revise, all those kind of things. I've never come across them once. But this is my first time to come across them face to face. And if you look at these guys, they are small, but they're like me. So that I really came up to say, I want to fight against crime. When David came back from this incident, he told me, I said, bros, I can't stay in Benin. I cannot. I said, why? He said, bros, I need to relocate. I said, then why are you going to? He said, bros, people have to look for money for me. I need to leave. So he said, bros, you don't know what I experienced on the past 8 days with these people. I cannot if I continue against the same driving work that we are doing. So he said he wants to leave. So really, we just think. We thought it's a joke. 3-4 days, David now called. Bros, where are you? Saying Agadir. Say Agadir. Where are you going to? He said, bros, I'm going to Libya.
He don't run. He don't run go Libya. After he collected water from Fulani, he run go Libya. And his type of people are those Edo people. Those Bini people that will be in Libya telling you Biafra is this and Biafra is that. When he finally escaped after Fulani treatment, he's now in Libya. And when he's in Libya now, doing truck driver, when he hear Biafra, maybe who knows, he is one of those who will be attacking us on social media because he has finally escaped. And any day, he finally enter Nigeria and enter Benin. From bypass, they will capture him again. Fulani. He can't escape it because the last kidnapping, they didn't give him receipt. Kidnap, the receipt or the certificate of kidnap. When you pay ransom, they give you certificate. In case another Fulani catch you, you give them certificate. Say, another group don't kidnap me. In a day. He's now in Libya. All of them will be gallivanting now. Talk about Nigeria disintegration. Oh, no. Igbo people. Maybe he's supporting Obi. Oh, Obi will come and chase away Fulani. Obi will come and chase away Fulani. Hey! And Obi, Fulani is his running mate. And the Fulani who is Obi running mate is even worse. Because that one is not even a Nigerian. He came from Mauritania. His parents came from Mauritania. So that one is even the worst one. That man now that run to Libya now, he will be shouting Obi. But let us continue.
So, well, the Lord is your strength. If you say so, it's what you decide. So, but my friend now is in Libya, working in Libya, still driving truck. He's in Libya, and I believe he's doing well. So when he even heard that I'm now among the state security, he was even happy for me. He said, I know the reason. They say, I wish him such patient, he would have loved to be among. He would have loved to be among. I said, no problem. Let's just time. I have seen this thing face to face. And it's a thing we can fight. How can we fight it? We cannot leave the police and the army alone. It's for we to protect our community. Maybe the way we are protecting our community, we are pushing them out. So those police or army along the road, they assist us. That is how we can protect these people. Like Harry House. I have a brother as a police. When he's talking, I beg you, leave police work. I don't like police. I don't like this. I cannot die for this nation. I cannot. But I would like to, since I come across these people, I made up my mind. But thank God today, my wife is in support of me. And even the day my brother sold me, we were on patrol. As a policeman, uniform on hand. And I called me on phone. I saw you. You that don't like police. What are you doing? I now knew the reason. It's good to fight against these things. Since I become a member of the Edo State Security Network, I find out that it's a thing that everybody.
Now, you just heard that. The reason why, I didn't want to make an exposition, but the reason why I am playing this video is for people to understand that the Nigeria army has been the brain behind all the terrorist attack in the southern Nigeria, in Biafra land, and in entire Nigeria. Nigeria army has been the brain behind it. And that is why we have banned them from our land. You know, when you see them does not mean that they are not going to be there. But let me tell you, the war for the liberation of Biafra have started. And our flag from tonight is to the highest level. I want you also to watch this.
Executive don't sleep. If not, the whole thing will crumble. Your crumbling you see is that the head is sick. And when the head is sick, the body will be in trouble. That's a problem. How can 60% of our raw oil be stolen? And 50% of the refined one we have now imported also be stolen. Stolen on the field, stolen at the pump. In your coming election, which I don't believe in anyway, you know, my own understanding, because of my experience in politics, I am not just a pastor, I have been in the trenches, and I have a clear understanding of what is wrong with this country. Our next priority is not election. Our next priority is rearranging this country. This country must be rearranged. This country is a fraud. It's a lie. Nigeria is a lie. What is called Nigeria died in 1966 when the military shot the gun and suspended the constitution that brought us together. Nigeria was a negotiated country.
And that is why everybody must make sure they don't panic. From next month, November, when we are going to take the bull by its horn. The pastor that is speaking now, and every other person that talk with this, like this pastor, must rise up to support Biafra. The point is that when they say you want to rearrange Nigeria, it is impossible. You are going to use the time, the energy, the resources you want to use to rearrange Nigeria to get freedom of different nations in Nigeria. Fulani has gone far. That is why in every presidential election, Fulani is represented from 1999 to date. Not just 1999, from the beginning. But let us start from 1999. From 1999 to date, Fulani has been the president of Nigeria. So they deceive you when they tell you it is the turn of Yoruba, it is the turn of this. It is a lie. I have said it yesterday. Fulani controls the presidency from 1999 till date. And some people do not know how they control it. They control it because in every president from Fulani has either been president or vice. Fulani has been either the president of Nigeria or the vice president of Nigeria from 1999 till today. Why Yoruba and Igbo will be fighting who become the vice president? When Yoruba and Igbo fight for who become the vice president, Fulani is the president. When Yoruba and Igbo fight who become the who becomes the president, Fulani is the vice president. I want you people to think very deep. And once they become the vice, they are also the president because they control the president from vice because of the structure. And some of you do not understand why the video I played before, the man say, why would this state be part of not this and not that? Why would that? Why would they? Who is doing this? Who is dividing Jigawa and all that? Do you know why they do it? I want to, in fact, you know, one thing about us is that whenever we come like this, the spirit will overwhelm and we begin this position. So let me play this video again.
For Southern Kaduna, I want us to understand something. Southern Kaduna is made up of 3.9 million people in 2006 census. Southern Kaduna, as of geographical landscape, is larger than 23 other states of the Federation. but Southern Kaduna, because it is made up of multi-ethnic, multilinguistic, and minority ethnic groups, it is denied its rights. When I hear people talk about liberty and liberation of Nigerians from Libya, I ask, when will they talk about my liberty and liberation from Southern Kaduna? When I hear people talk about liberty and liberation of apartheid in South Africa, I say I am still under colonial bondage. Colonial bondage in what sense? Because some of you sitting here would not know. Lord Lugard, who was a white man, was not a Christian. He was an atheist, he drank a lot and did not believe in Jesus Christ. The missionaries gave me Jesus Christ, not Lord Lugard. But when he was leaving, he handed me over to a new set of masters. This new set of masters have codified the laws and the structure, and I am perpetually in slavery. I can never rise above a particular limit.
Did you hear that? That Lord Lugard handed him over to a new colonial masters. When he is talking about handing over to a new colonial masters, he is talking about Fulanese. And he said he can no longer breed. And I want to tell you today how Fulani manipulate Nigeria. You know, they come and they created what they called the regional system, the region. So what do they do in this region? They say they have the Middle Belt. They say they have the 6 geopolitical zone. They say they have the Northeast, Northwest, this, that, and that, this. And then, you know, in this state where they have this region, most of the state are those states that have Fulani stronghold. They divided it into many. If you come to the Northwest, some of the Fulani stronghold also is in the Northwest. If you come to the Northeast, Fulani stronghold is also in the Northeast. And when I say stronghold, I mean the state and the region where they have had ex-general, ex-president of Nigeria, like people like you see Babangida and all that, Abdul Salem Abubakar. And then you see this Buhari and all of them. So they divided the country in a way that, in this region, in a way that each region have a very powerful figure of Fulani that influence the political affairs of that region. That is what they did. That is why this man is wondering, why is the map of Nigeria, you know, in a way, you know, why is it in that way? That he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it because it's not, even as except as I'm explaining it now, that is the only time he's going to get why the map of Nigeria is the way it is. Because they divided the Nigeria in the map in a way that each zone have a very strong Fulani figure, which influences that zone. And that is why each time there is any presidential election, you will have somebody from that zone, and the person is a Fulani man. I want you people to listen to this man's explanation. Very important.
So I am the proverbial fly in a cup that is kept covered and sealed, and I can never rise beyond whatever somebody else has placed as my limits. When I come to Igbo land, and I come to Yoruba land, and I see that you are more in number with a greater hegemony, and yet cannot talk with one voice, and are arguing and agreeing, I disagree with myself, even in a hall like this, I feel sad about it. Sad for the one reason that freedom can only come when even amongst you, the smaller group gives right to the bigger group. Because that is what we are asking for in Nigeria. That is what we are talking for in Nigeria. Let me tell you something. In the middle belt that some of you do not know what it is, let me just, for the purpose or the avoidance of doubt, let you know that the middle belt consists of Niger, Kwara, Benue, Southern Kaduna, Plateau, FCT, Nasarawa, Adamawa, Gombe, Bauchi, and Taraba. If you draw a line, I asked my assistant to come with it, but we don't have time, so I'll allow him to sit down. But if you draw a line across Kaduna, straight across, you will find out that Gombe, Nasarawa, Taraba, Adamawa are all below Kaduna on the map. They are not above. So how can Taraba and Adamawa be northeast?
You see it? How can Taraba, Adamawa be northeast? This man don't know the reason. And today, Biafra people, we are revealing the reason to them. The reason to them is that this Adamawa, Nasarawa, and all of them will be northeast, Taraba will be northeast, because they have to belong to a region or to the zone that the powerful Fulani will influence the political affair of this state. They will also carry another state that have other powerful politicians from the Fulani and join it to this southern Kaduna and the Kaduna people where they are being oppressed today. The example of it is this El Rufai and his gangs. They influence every political affair in Kaduna state. The same thing goes to every other state. So what they do, it is not about state now, it's about region. So they have divided it in a way. You know, one thing about this, people don't understand how deep we have gone to study Nigeria. We study Nigeria very well. That is why Nigeria Nomnimaka, I studied Nigeria like a book. When all these people are doing this now, we'll just be laughing. I know what to do, and they will never breathe again. I am telling you the fact. I know what to do now. They will never breathe. Our problem is just come and support what we are doing. We have the key to Biafra. I am telling you the fact. Have you ever seen under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we have given you countdown to Biafra. Today we are in 127 days. Have you ever seen anybody that have the impetus to do that? No. I don't think so. Nobody has ever have the impetus to give you countdown to Biafra. We are not joking. For you to be very successful, you must know your enemy more than they know themselves. And that is what we have done. Before me joining this struggle, I studied Nigeria very well. And Nigeria is in my palm. So this man here is complaining, how did they make this map like this? They made the map so that Fulani will control everybody, especially those from the north. So how did they do it? They do it that those states or those communities that have more powerful Fulanis will be shared to another place that where they have a lesser powerful Fulani, and that one will begin to influence the other side of that particular region. That is what has happened. And because of this structure that have structured Nigeria, some of the criminals and the corrupt leaders in the southern Nigeria are not aware of it. They are ignorant and fools. Some of them thought they are professors and doctors. They know nothing. So what the Fulani do? They have been able to use this structure to control the presidency from the inception of Nigeria till date. But of course, I did not start from 1960. I am starting from 1999. So from 1999 till date, Fulani has been the president of Nigeria by proxy. Because in every presidential election, Fulani is either a vice president or a president from 1999 till date. And this is what they will not tell you. But what I have just said now is a fact. In every president, in every presidential election from 1999, Fulani has been either a vice president or president. Why Igbo will be shouting after 19 years, it is time for Igbo vice president. Fulani don't fight for vice president. Vice president is their birthright. It is either vice president or president. So when they are telling you it is the time of the North, North has been the vice president or president of Nigeria from 1999. Why are these people not talking about this particular revolution I gave yesterday? Every day they are shouting and fighting for presidency. They say presidency belongs to South, presidency belongs to North, presidency belongs to Northeast. When they talk about presidency belonging to Northeast, they are talking about Fulani. Because if you come to that Northeast, they have divided the map in a way that when you come to Northeast, where the most powerful politician you will get in the Northeast will be a Fulani man. Yeah, if you say, okay, it is the time of the Northwest. If you go to Northwest, at the end of the day, Fulani may be 100 people in a person in the Northwest, but inside that 100 person, they have been able to bring one person who is the most powerful person in them. And then when you to go to Northwest, you are going to see a Fulani man who is the most powerful person there. As smaller as they are, the person will be given that position. If you say, okay, now it is no longer Northwest, let it be the North Central, as they call the Middle Belt. They call it North Central. Go to North Central today. The most powerful person politically in the North, in this Middle Belt we are talking about, if you go and check very well, it is going to be a Fulani man. Fulani man will be the most powerful. Go and check it now. Come and, as it is now, the demography, bring the state in the Middle Belt and tell me who is the most powerful person in the Middle Belt today. It must be a Fulani man. And they are not the majority. It is not majority. I am going to make this mathematics. I want Biafrans, our media team. I want you people to do work now. This is the work I'm giving to our media personnel. Let us get region by region from the north. The northeast, the northwest, and the north central, which is the Middle Belt. In these three regions, please, let us gather the most powerful politicians from this region and let us know where they come from. Today, it is the biggest secret that we are going to reveal. You will find out how Fulani structured this region to the extent that even if Fulani man is, maybe there are 2,000 persons in the north, in the Middle Belt, but you have a very powerful one. He becomes the most influential person who influenced what happened in the Middle Belt. And this is a deliberate act. So how can you, it is now we are revealing the secret of Fulani. So how can Fulani have planned this thing for many years? And today somebody, a pastor, this pastor will be saying, let us restructure Nigeria. You think Fulani is going to listen to him? No. You think Fulani is going to listen to this man? I don't think so. You think Fulani will listen to this man?
Executive don't sleep. If not, the whole thing will crumble. Your crumbling you see is that the head is sick. And when the head is sick, the body will be in trouble. That's our problem. How can 60% of our raw oil be stolen? And 50% of the refined one we have now imported also be stolen. Stolen on the field, stolen at the pump. In your coming election, which I don't believe in anyway, you know, my own understanding, because of my experience in politics, I am not just a pastor, I have been in the trenches, and I have a clear understanding of what is wrong with this country. Our next priority is not election. Our next priority is rearranging this country. This country must be rearranged. This country is a fraud. It's a lie. Nigeria is a lie. What is called Nigeria died in 1966. When the military...
And I want to inform you today, when you hear them say, this country must be rearranged, and they will be standing on the altar and be saying it, as if they know what it takes to rearrange a country when Fulani have actually gone deep. When Fulani was doing, he said he was a politician. When Fulani was busy restructuring Nigeria to what he is complaining today, he was part of the criminal looters. He was part of it before turning into pastor. And now he has turned into pastor. Yeah, it is good that he's talking about it, but he thinks it is going to be restructured when he just stand there and say must. No! This man must be ready to sponsor people with arms and ammunition to confront them, to be able to have the opportunity to rearrange Nigeria as he is saying it. You can't rearrange Nigeria by preaching in the church. You can't rearrange Nigeria by people who have already armed themselves and the imported foreign terrorists to fight to continue to maintain the status quo. So tell this man his idea of whatever rearrangement can never be achieved by ordinary preaching in the church. He has to bring money and the arms to fight for it. But while he is fighting for his rearranging of Nigeria, we are fighting for exit of Nigeria. And whoever wins will be the one that you can follow. If he wins with his own boys as they fight to restructure Nigeria and rearrange Nigeria, if they win us, we follow them. But if we win them, they follow us. And all these things will happen next year. Because we can never give you opportunity again for this thing to be more than next year. So tell him, all of them, all these pastors, they have money. They have a private jet and all that. They should sponsor their people. He come from a region, I don't know where he come from. He should sponsor his people to come and fight for what he believes in. If he believes in rearranging Nigeria, I am just telling him now that Nigeria he is trying to rearrange can never be rearranged without fighting the Fulanis, because they are armed to the teeth. I don't know whether I'm making sense. Now let us listen.
To shut the gun and suspend the constitution that brought us together. Nigeria was a negotiated country. It was negotiated under the British that the only way that a country like us, close to 300 nationalities, people with different ideas, different orientations, different religion, different mindset, different way of life, the only way they can cohabit is if they are allowed to govern themselves in their different settings. And then at the upper point, come and have a weak center. Just like United States of America. New York and New Jersey are just like Lagos and Ogun State. Only a river separated them. Two close states, two different governments, two different laws. So you don't like their laws and their pay in New Jersey, you move to New York. You don't like New York, you go to Philadelphia. You don't like Philadelphia, you go to Atlanta. Everyone is separately governed. Do you see their election acrimonious as ours? No, state by state election. And then they coordinate it at the center. But everything comes from one source here. That's military. That's military. We are still under military rule, which we now call democracy. There's no democracy in Nigeria. Okay. So we must first of all restructure this country and go back to pre-1966 setting, modify it. This country cannot work except we go back to what we negotiated. When people say Nigeria cannot be negotiated, I say it's a lie. It was negotiated. It was negotiated. Under Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Ahmadu Bello, it was negotiated. And everyone believed, grow your own area, I will grow my own area. We meet at the top. How come we are shut down? When February you are going to vote? Because, sometimes I look at Nigeria, I'm overshooting my time. I look at Nigeria, I just laugh. We behave like little kids. Little kids, when a little kid is playing with something, when he's playing with this, and you want to take it from him, you will show him the red. He drops this, he takes this. That's what we are doing. They just dangle something. Election, everybody has forgotten our problem. And 2023 will not be better. Even if they bring Joe Biden to this country, he cannot get it done. The structure is wrong. Psalm 11 verse 3. If the foundation is wrong, nothing else. Put one ethnic tribe over all the other tribes and kept them in bondage. Put them everywhere.
The foundation is wrong. And there is nothing that you will make the foundation that is wrong to work. That is exactly the point. And because the foundation is wrong, the wrong in this foundation is that Fulani have arms and ammunition to fight anybody, including you. And that is one of the things that is wrong in the foundation. So we need also the same arms and ammunition to fight them back, to be able to do whatever you want them to do. So tell this man that Fulani has gone far. We, the Biafra people also, we have gone far. And the only thing that could bring any change now is the same abnormality from our own side. the same lawlessness, at the same level of lawlessness that Fulani has applied, is the same thing we are going, even if not more, is the same thing we are going to apply, because Nigeria is not Nigeria is a lawless country. So for you to be able to make any headway, you must follow Nigeria with lawlessness. Quote me anywhere. It is like that. A country where the army will be directly involved in terrorism. What else do you want? A country where the national security is being controlled by terrorists. So what else do you need? A country where the military will be watching herdsmen kidnapping people and they will go behind to get their share of the ransom. What else do you think? A country where military will come and help the criminals and terrorist herdsmen to conquer a community, and they will send them to ID camp. What else do you want? I only want this man to know that this is just a common sense. The common sense is that because you know Nigeria has a faulty foundation, you also need to apply the same level of madness to confront them. Fulani cannot give up. So I am telling this man, if he is very concerned about his future and the future of his congregation and all that, he must support Biafra. The Eastern Security Network is open for anybody to support. Anybody. And when you look at the screen, you see our website where you support Eastern Security Network. www.ipobinusa.org/donate. You go there and support. And if your money is too big, you contact any of the Umuada, contact Madam Mazoka, contact me, and we'll see how we can fix you. We want to also inform all those our well-to-do doctors and professors and professionals all over the world. The time has come. You must come and support the liberation of Biafra. You must come and support. Some of you now will even be more proud than any other person when it comes, because we can't chase anybody away. But let me tell you, we can have a very, very stringent policy targeting at those who deliberately did not support Biafra. I am telling you. Because people cannot be suffering. Those who don't have the money cannot be suffering. And you that have the money will be scared. Oh, I don't know whether if I support this thing, whether my name will be showing, whether this one will be do this one and do that one. Nobody is going to show your name anywhere. Guarantee confidentiality. Nobody will show your name anywhere. This is the thing you have to do for your own good. But if you say you are not going to support us, don't worry. We have the list of everybody that have supported this Biafra movement. So when the country will come, because it is definitely going to come next year. When the country will come, you will bring your file and bring your this thing and say, I want to contribute $1 million. I want to contribute. That time we may not even need your $1 million. Because why do we need it? You will be the most wicked person. You will have $1 million, and it is when the Biafra has come, you are going to bring it. Or when we have actually finished the war. Because the zoo cannot stand. Nigeria cannot stand any war. I am telling you the fact. Who is going to fight for them? Is it all this thing they are doing? You know one thing, I was just watching them as they are walking, patrolling in one village. One village. Because you see the way they patrol. I just watch them and laugh. So look at these people. Walking like a zombie. Of course, that is what they are. Walking like zombie. Is that how they want to fight us? Walking like zombie in our villages. Eba Nacho looking for ESN. Looking for Eastern Security Network. They are walking like zombie people. I look at them and laugh. I say, look at. Oh, here, you are gone. So continue coming. Don't worry. continue coming. Just continue to come. But I want to tell you that Nigeria cannot stand what is coming. They don't have the capacity. We have assessed them all. We have assessed them in and out. They cannot stand the guerrilla warfare when it will start. The killings of Biafrans, we can no longer take it. So I want you people to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged, acquitted. They have disobeyed their own court order. The reason why I don't want to make comment on this, all this court, that is that we know you can never get justice in Nigeria court. No, we know what we are going to do for them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when the time comes. I am not bothered. I am not bothered. Let them continue to hold him. But let me tell you, I will announce it again today. The continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the next few weeks will be the most expensive thing that will happen to Nigeria. The most expensive thing that will happen to Nigeria is the continued detention, illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, may have nanya. Biafrans will react. The reaction of Biafra will be felt everywhere. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless our Eastern Network. May God bless of you. May God bless Umuada and their husbands. May God bless our media team. God bless you who support us. Remember that tomorrow is the Eastern Security Network fundraising. Very, very important. We expect everyone to be part of this fundraising. The fundraising is tomorrow, starting from 7 p.m. Biafra time. 7 p.m. Biafra time. As usual, we expect every Biafran to be part of this fundraising tomorrow. I have to tell you that already we are already getting receipt of the donation from today. People have already started donating. I am telling you that I have been receiving donation already. People have already started donating. The receipt of donation for tomorrow fundraising is already coming. We have been seeing 1,000, 2,000, and they are already donating. There are people who may not want to, who may be having difficulty to connect tomorrow because some people always have a difficulty to enter the Zoom meeting and all that. So I can assure you now that some donation has already come and the receipts are here. Receipt, a few receipts are here. At least I can see $1,000. I can see $2,000. I can see. So I think Biafrans are awake this time around. So make sure you are part of this particular history, because those who support this particular movement, this is the time we need you. Not February next year. Not when you begin to see Biafra green light, you will run. Oh, Simon Ekpa, I want to make 5,000 donation. I want to make 10,000 donation. Where is the account? No. Believe me, I may not answer you by then. I am telling you the fact. I may not answer you. I may not answer you. Those people that will come to give us $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 in February, we may never need you. It is now we need you. Not in February. It is now. Some of you are Thomas Ekwekwe. You want somebody to cook and give it to you. You want to go to somebody to marry a wife and give it to you, give your wife and then impregnate the wife for you. That's how some of you want your life to be. We cannot accept that in Biafra. You must be part of this movement. It is your future we are fighting for. The future of your children. Some of you will be very proud than even some of us that put our life online. When Biafra come, you'll be carrying your bag. This Biafra is for everybody. This Biafra is, you don't own Biafra. Simon Ekpa, you are not the owner of Biafra. And have I ever said I'm an owner of Biafra? I'm just telling you this something that is the reality of life. Make sure you are part of our fundraising tomorrow. Is very, very important. From here, from me, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
This is na wicked word. This is na confusion word. Listen to